Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here and welcome back to MudRunner. Now, before we go any further along, I do want to say that the reason why there were no videos yesterday on Friday was because of the fact that I was on a plane and the plane got delayed a whole bunch and I was supposed to get home at like about 3:30-ish and didn't end up getting home until like 6, and then I had a bunch of other stuff I had to do. So basically, if you were wondering why there were no videos yesterday, that's why. But the full schedule resumes as of today, and we're going to kick off today by covering Redneck's new whoa, God, the camera shot into the air. But Redneck's new Ranger buggy. Now, this thing is basically a fully built trail rig. It's like fully caged in the back, and there's, you know, the suspension pickup points have been moved and all sorts of stuff. So it's a very capable rig, and I figured as a good way to kind of, you know, segue into the crawling map, what I would do is I would start actually in Banks's F450 and use it to tow the Ranger along just a little bit, and then we will cut over to the crawling map itself. Now, let's see if it'll actually let us hook the trailer up without glitching the trailer into the ground, because this trailer's weird. And, wow! Did it actually? Yes. Wow, okay, so it actually did let us hook it up. That's a little surprising, but I'm very okay with it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and park you right there. And bring the ramps down. And down. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Why is the... Oh, because the welder's back there. I was like, what the heck is hanging up? Like... Now, this thing... I mean, the tires are massive. These things have to be probably... See, I don't know. Scale is weird when it comes to tires in this game, but I'm going to guess somewhere between a 42 and a 46. Now... If Redneck is watching this video, he can correct me if I'm wrong, but something tells me 42 to 46. I don't know. Like I said, that scale could be off, but it seems about right to me. So we're going to jump back inside the F450, and we'll get those ramps back up. Oh, that's the wrong way. Normally, I wouldn't look at it from this direction while I was raising the ramps, but we'll get those ramps all the way back up. And wow, it doesn't even contact the back of the truck. That's perfect. Now, if you're down for, like, an all-Ford trail rig plus hauler, this combination is awesome. Now, this version of the F450 is a test, so I don't believe it's accessible right now. I'm actually like 100% certain it's not accessible right now. However, if he does decide to release this thing later on in the future, it would be an awesome, awesome combination rig. It would be an absolutely amazing combination rig, and I think at the end of the day, I really like, you know, to coordinate these tow rig plus trail rig combinations, especially if you have a, you know, if you are particularly into Ford, then this is something that would work out perfectly for that. And the nice thing about the F450 is that it's got so much power and so much grip that it could just about get to wherever you want to go in pretty much no time at all, whether there's mud, you know, ruts, whatever in the way. Now, when the rocks start showing up, you are going to need to start using that Ranger. But by the time you get to a rocky section, you'll be ready to use the Ranger anyway. God, you can even see when it's on the trailer how soft the suspension is, because it's just literally like bobbing around everywhere. Just soaking up just about everything. Let me go over here. And just out of curiosity, before we drop it off and switch over to the Ranger, I am curious about something, because I wonder if it'll actually climb that hill. Probably not because of all the rocks, but yeah, no, it's gotten stuck on all the rocks. Alright, so let's go ahead and lower those ramps down. We really don't need to lower them all the way down, but, well, they're all the way down already anyway. And we'll go ahead and get the Ranger off the trailer. And now we're going to cut to a crawling map where we're going to actually fully explore the capabilities of the Ranger itself. And just like that, we are on the old school rock crawl and Ultra 4 map, ready to test this Ranger out. So let's go ahead and run it over to the start of the rock trail over here. I'm going to bypass the, oh my god, I'm going to bypass the first section right there because the rock crawl course is cool, but I think this stuff really does kind of like show a little bit better, or like do a little bit better job of showing the vehicle's capabilities. Now, as a matter of fact, though, we're going to do that on the way back because we're going to start, over here with the tires. The tires are always a fun obstacle, no matter what you drive here in. Man, we've already gotten the line wrong. There we go. This thing seems to favor, like, being just pointed at the obstacles head on. And if we could just, there we go. God. It definitely doesn't complain, that's for sure. It never does. You just point it at stuff and go. The tires being huge really does make a big difference, and, you know, especially when you think of it in the sense of, like, for example, the patrol that I was driving recently. If you guys watched my earlier videos this week, you'll remember from that patrol that one of the things that was, like, not necessarily a problem, but one of the things that I noticed was the tire size, and you could definitely tell when you step up to a bigger tire how much of a difference it actually does make. Come on, easing it up. Easing it up, there we go. And because of the suspension tuning, it really just flows through these rock sections, and it's got so much grip too. Come on, there we go. It definitely likes to be pointed straight rather than having the steering wheel turned all over the place for some reason. I don't know why that is. But some vehicles prefer to be pointed straight, and others prefer to kind of have you work the wheel back and forth. This one is definitely a keep it pointed straight vehicle. All right, let's go. I feel like it probably has a good wheelbase for this section. I want to say it does, because so far it's already like halfway over one of the logs before the other side is all the way over the other one. So at the end of the day, I mean, that really does seem to be what you want in a scenario like this. Oh, wow. Not a single hang-up. God, this wheelbase is awesome. It really is, though. This wheelbase I can see being very versatile in terms of how it responds to different surfaces and how it responds to different types of trails. Yeah, I would definitely recommend this truck for anybody that wants something that's just super capable on just about any surface. High is also very fast. Very, very fast. Ah! Well, that went well. My question is, will it fit through the small, the smaller version of what we just drove over? Gonna kind of bypass the trail on this one. I'm not really gonna follow that. I'm just gonna do what I did with Jeep Guy and turn all the way back through the, through the tunnel part. The only problem with the automatic mode is that it gear hunts really, really bad. But you can't really blame the truck for that. That's more of a MudRunner problem than a problem of the truck. You know what I mean? All right, let's see if these massive full-width axles will fit through here. Oh, wow, yeah, they'll fit through here no problem. God, I didn't even realize this thing was that small until I decided to just drive it through there. Normally, it wouldn't... normally I feel like it doesn't seem that small. Now, if you do choose to go on a trailing expedition with this thing, I would definitely recommend putting the trail stuff on, especially if you don't have MudRunner mod, because if you don't have MudRunner mod, this is where you're going to carry your 25,000 repair points, your 600 liters of fuel, and your 4 garage points, which also makes it useful as a scouting vehicle, which is another nice little backup thing that you could do with it. It's a nice little touch. Yeet! And it also is very good at yeeting up obstacles, as we could see. But if you guys enjoyed this test of IR's Ranger trail rig, then make sure to click that like button. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to y'all later.